Hey folks, welcome to GM's Alcove Forge and Brush, my painting updates. What I've been painting. Haven't really been playing many games, so not much of that, but that's going to change soon. Stay tuned for an update on what I'm going to be playing. But as far as painting, well, you can see there's quite a few projects here in front of you, and this isn't even all of them. But I will show you guys what I've gotten done, what I'm almost completed with, and what I just started working on. Various painting projects. And we'll see how good this wants to focus. These guys, of course, are 15mm. It's a commission. Peter Pigs. They are awesome figures to work with. And I just added some touches to these guys. The little strips of cloth on the helmets I did the other day. Basically completing these. The only thing left is the final highlights, which goes by generally quickly. They look pretty good as they are. But I want to bring out some of the berets, some of the red on that beret a little bit, and bring out some of the camo pattern with some final highlights. I always do that last. And yeah, this is about a platoon in strength. I still have plenty more models to get to, including some 3-inch mortars, some gun crews, some German motorcycles, some jeeps, and some partisans. Oh, and some characters for the British, some general officers. And I just noticed I have to paint some stripes on these guys' shoulders. There's some non-commissioned officers in here, so that will have to be done as well. But yeah, I'm almost done with these guys. Again, it's about a platoon in strength, and there's some more to clean up and add to this as well. So here they are so far. I just primed up the crew for the 3-inch mortars and the crew for the gun. Not much to look at the moment. There's the mortars. Again, I don't know if this is going to focus. Oh, there it is. And I just did these the other day. So hopefully I'll get to these at the end of this week, and we'll be cleaning up some more of these models from this commission and getting them done as well. So yeah, these guys are on the go. We'll see if I can get them done this month. I hope to. Also, you remember the pikemen I was working on? Well, going along with that, the pikemen are done, by the way. Going along with that, I have about 19 Pendragon Greek cavalry. These are all the same posed model. And there they are. They are cleaned, they are primed, they are good to go. And I just started painting the horse flesh. Hard to see on those guys, but here you can see. Some whites and grays. And lots of different shades of brown, some tans, some reddish brown. That's all these guys over here. And there's, again, about 19 of them to do. And they are also underway. Just about completed. The only thing left to do is any final touch-ups. These guys are pretty much done. This is a separate commission. These are 10mm American Civil War. They are the Iron Brigade. And there they are. Good to go. You can see the backs of them. Really nice figures to paint. Got a lot of variety there with the canteen covers. And so on and so forth. So these guys are all but done. Not much to do on them at all. They were given their wash. They have the gleaming bayonets look, which is very important with these smaller scale figures. Again, painting for effect. Not focusing too much on the details. So, yeah, there they are, the Iron Brigade. And that's those guys back there as well. There's 110 in all. As I said, they're all but done. And also part of this project is, actually, that's these guys right here. Mixed them in with the Greek cavalry. 6 mounted officers. Pretty straightforward. I just put these together and painted the horse flesh today. In fact, very nice. They're all different poses, Union-mounted officers, 6 of them. When these guys are done, the Iron Brigade will be finished and ready to ship. So hopefully by the end of the week, these guys will be all done. So yeah, nice figures. The riders look a little small compared to the infantry, but there they are. So that's part of that commission almost done. Also completed today, and I say completed as opposed to almost done, because these guys are finny. That's the Russian Militia, Magister Militum, 10mm. Here's some of the models here. Command. And there's about how many is there? About 70 some of these guys. And yeah, got their final highlights applied. We got two different poses. We got guys marching and we've got guys advancing. And if I spot anything else to do on these, I will do that as well. I noticed that some of the faces are a little dark. Oh, not this guy, he's perfect. I might touch up some of them, but for all intents and purposes, these guys as well are done. So yeah, however, part of this commission, again, about 70 of these guys, is some Cossack artillery, and that is these guys over here. There's about 24 Cossack crew. There's a good look at some of them. They are primed, they're on their strips, they're ready to get going. They're going to go by pretty quick. There's only 24 of them, and I hope to get these done by the end of the week as well as the mounted ACW, Iron Brigade officers. And we'll get both of these commissions done and out the door, hopefully by the end of the week. And again, there's 24 of these crew. Nice figures once again. They're a little bit stockier compared to the Old Glory Napoleonics, which I'm going to show some of them as well. Here's some of the cannon, and these two I have yet to prime. Letting the glue dry to hold them on the base while I paint them, actually. But I did prime the others. They're black at the moment. You can see them up there. All I can say, these were a dog to put together. And it's mainly due to the fact that the wheels have such a small surface to adhere to the carriage. And one thing about these is that the carriage and the gun tube are one piece. The wheels are the only separate part. And so it's basically two parts. You got the carriage and the tube, and then you've got the wheels. 3 parts in all. 1, 2, and 3. Boy, but was that... I almost lost it, folks, in a paint-along. This was a disaster. It was pretty tricky to get going. I had to super glue them and lean them up against paint and tubs and leave them for like an hour before I can handle them. But that said, there they are. There's 6 of them. 2 of them are howitzers, I believe. These are the Cossack artillery that are part of this commission over here, the Russian militia. So yeah, these guys will be finished hopefully by the end of the week as well. We shall see. I got quite a bit to touch up yet on the other projects. But there they are. And as I mentioned, part of the pikemen, same customer actually, different project. These are 10mm Old Glory Saxons, Napoleonic period, something I'm very familiar with. The customer was nice enough to break these up. They normally come on strips of 5 models. He broke them up into 1s, 2s, and 3s. And there's about 200 of these all together. About 140 or so are actually marching like these guys, who've been primed, as you see. I use a nice medium gray as a primer, base coat. Dry brush the white uniform. The coats, in this case, would be next, which I did on these. Yeah, there they are. Usually I dry brush the white coats, leave the trousers a gray. They can be white as well, but I tend to paint them gray. And paint the rest of the uniform details, the muskets, shako, and all that. And yeah, then I'll go back on the white uniform here and put final highlights on that after a wash and make the coats really stand out. These guys will be Prince Anton Regiment as well, so they're going to have blue turnbacks, cuffs, and that sort of thing. And yeah, so these guys are also underway. About half of the infantry are primed, cleaned, and on their strips and ready to go. I'll be hopefully getting these done as part of the Winter Warmer Challenge. More on that. Again, about 200 of them, so we'll see if I can get them finished by the end of the month. We will see. That's a lot to get done and still work with other stuff here to get fini. So let's see. There's the Militia, the Iron Brigade, the Saxons, the World War II Peter Pigs, which I love to work with. Can't wait to get into these. Yeah, and the Cossacks. That's just about everything. The only project not shown here, which I'll be showing next week as I get to them, will be the 15mm Old Glory Württembergers, Light Dragoons. I think there's about 16 of them. They're going to be 2 separate units of 8 each, I believe. And I'm going to be working on them and showing more of them shortly. So there you go, folks. That's my painting projects. A lot on the go. And yeah, so folks, if you haven't already, check out my paint-alongs. I do them just about every day. They go for about 6 hours a session. A lot of folks join in. We have a lot of good fun, good conversation about various topics and gaming and history and all that good stuff. And everybody's welcome to join. I'm always sharing links to Discord, where we have a little server where people can join, basically. And we also share pictures and have some voice conversations as well. A great little community. Check the description. The link will be there. If not, let me know, and I'll send it to you. As always, folks, you guys hang in there. It's only going to get better, as it always does. Stay tuned. I got more stuff planned and coming. Take care, folks. See you next time.